This show is part of the Head Stuff Podcast Network.
Hi, I'm Niamh Kavanagh.
And I'm Gerard Farrelly.
And you're listening to Agony Rants.
Hello.
Oh, hello. It's such a good day.
Welcome, listener, to the show that will solve your Monday. By the time you're finished listening to this, Monday won't even exist.
No, it won't.
It'll be it's a whole brand new world for you.
Oh, wow.
How are you, Niamh?
I'm very good, actually. Now that's a mixed thing. I'm not sick like you are, right? Because you came in all a bit traumatized.
I'm not well, Niamh.
I know.
I'm not well. Do you know, I'm sick of being sick, and I'll tell you what the problem. Now, I mean, I know I'm not sick. I'm just like, I've got a cold.
Which in men's speak is a flu.
The sky is falling.
Okay, the sky is falling. Chicken litton.
It's just, I've had this cold since the 7th of April. I looked at my diary as to when I played Nina, because that's when I got this cold.
Okay.
And it won't go away.
Are you blaming Tipperary for this?
Oh, I'm not blaming Tipperary, but I'm not blaming Tipperary. There is...
Poor El Tipperary.
Everybody has responsibility in this, except me.
Okay. Well, that's fair enough.
I know I did go on a long haul flight and didn't wear a mask.
Okay.
That's
like a little moment
Again,
there.
not my problem. Not my problem.
It's definitely
Everybody
the plane's
else's.
problem.
But I had to pull out a gig this week, and I can't remember the last time I pulled out a gig.
But
I was really not well, and it was that thing, like when you're kind of like, I'll be fine, and then as the day goes on, you're like,
you're not going to be fine.
I'm still face down on the couch. Like,
what's the likelihood I'm going to give the energy that the people need?
I've spent 2 hours trying to have a shower.
And I just want to say for the record how delighted people would be to greet you knowing that how sick you were.
I know, yeah.
No offence, like the other artists there are going a hex on your family. You know what I mean? If you turn up. Because the amount of people who come up to me and go, oh, I'm dying of a cold. And I'm going, really? And you think that me as a singer, I'm going to embrace that?
It's like, when a kid is sick, they kind of go, oh, I'm not well. And then they go, you little monster.
Oh, that's like my husband. No. But you were getting minded, I'm sure. Was Boots looking after you?
My cat, no. She was just sitting around waiting for me to die. My boyfriend was doing that thing of like,
you're grand.
You're grand. You'll be fine. It's just a cold. It's just a cold. I was like, you don't understand.
So you lived a full life drama.
I did. It was a real life drama. It was a proper drama. And now I'm absolutely delighted because I'm nearly over it, but he has it.
Oh.
And he's doing the whole, that's the thing that happens in our house. When I'm sick, it's like, you're grand. What do we want for dinner? And when he's sick, it's like, do my eyes look funny?
Yeah. You've never been more unattractive.
Take a paracetamol. But I had to pull out a gig and I felt really bad because it was the gig to raise money for donate to that. It was to raise money for Gaza, Stand Up for Gaza.
I know.
And I pulled out of it. Clearly I'm now the pro-genocide comedian.
Oh, well, naturally.
Yeah.
Naturally, yeah. But, the funny thing is, people don't realise you can't just ring in sick. It's very hard to ring in sick for our gigs when you're on the poster.
I know. And I kept saying, no, I'll be fine. And then I was like, I was trying to time it that I was like, I'll take 2 Solpadeine.
And then by then, I'll get enough time.
I'm still not well.
Sometimes you're just sick.
Yeah, I know. And my voice is really croaky as well.
Oh.
Yeah, so I sounded really sexy.
I was just going to say.
Yeah.
You missed impressing a whole room full of people there.
I know. Do you know what somebody did for me, Niamh?
What did they do?
This is one of the nicest things anyone's ever done for me.
Oh.
I had a gig in Tala last weekend, right?
Okay.
And my friend Niamh, another Niamh.
In the lovely Civic.
The Civic.
Yeah.
And I was really sick. But it was the last day of the tour, so I was like, I just want to finish it, get it done.
Yeah.
And one of my friends made me a spicy chicken noodle soup and brought it out to the theatre for me.
So good. And actually one of the best things you
on
can
the
do.
Lewis, the red line, being in the front line of Afghanistan, and she brought a chicken noodle soup out to me.
She is the best ever.
She really is.
She is.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
I have friends that do that sort of stuff.
When you said on the Lewis, I thought you meant you were on the loo afterwards. So at first I had to kind of translate that in my head a bit.
I did worry. I was like, when was this chicken made?
Yeah, how long has it been?
But it was delicious, Niamh.
Yeah, no.
When
And,
you're
and the
sick,
thing,
chicken noodle soup.
there is something a bit lovely. And
Very
was it
hearty.
spicy, did you say?
Yeah, it was really spicy.
Lovely.
Loads of veg, cucumber, coriander, lime.
Gorgeous. Oh no, that's
Yeah.
exactly right. And you want something that kind of warms you.
Yeah.
You know, not necessarily hot, but spicy.
Yeah.
But you know, I'm not feeling great, but not in the same way.
Go on.
Because lately, you know the way your phone listens to you,
Yeah.
right? And it suggests things to you. So, for instance, you get a lot of Instagram. For some reason, my phone is sending me very mixed messages. So I'm getting, could you be a foster parent? A lot of that at the moment. I'm not 100%
foster
sure.
parent?
Yeah, I have no idea why. Maybe they think I'm not doing enough in my life. Maybe it's because I'm travelling less this year. And they think that I need to be a foster parent. But the other thing that I'm getting is, and you'll love this one, right, is 9 things no one tells you about sex after 70. There you go. That's the most recent thing that's been suggested to me. And part of me is going, what demographic am I hitting here? Who am I?
That's really offensive.
Isn't it? Neither of them is upset. Now, don't get me wrong. When I was younger, I kind of did think about foster parenting.
Really?
I did briefly, yeah, because, well... But then the nature of what I do doesn't help. It was a time when I was maybe not doing very much work and I was considering whether I was going to, continue on singing. And I thought at the time I had raised 2 Hallions anyway at this point, kind of midway. And I thought...
So you were like, I could take in some problem children?
I could, yeah, I'd be good with that.
No.
I'm good with children.
No, I'd be done for murder.
Anyway, I don't know why.
Because they're the tough ones.
No, they are.
There's the ones that'll come in and like kick over your couch.
No, they're the ones who have to have a lock on their door. But that's not about us, that's about them.
I don't know about you, Niamh, but I think from now on it's safe to say you won't be getting any more foster ads. I think that's the problem solved.
It says they have to have a lock on the door. But the only
Do
thing...
they?
Yeah, no, it's part of it. You have to have a spare room and then they have a lock on the door. They have the lock, not
Why?
you.
So they can barricade themselves in with a hostage and an M16?
Yeah, but something like that. No, it's so they can feel safe in their own space. That's fair enough.
What else have you been advertised?
Well, I did at one point get a lot of advertisements for men's suspenders, meaning the ones that you hang your socks on. You know, those ones on the calf. I did get that quite a bit. And I kept thinking to myself, why am I getting these ads? Now, of course, recently I've been looking for dresses to wear to my niece's wedding. And so I'm getting a lot of frilly dresses for old women.
Oh God,
That's
not
happening
great.
a lot.
I do remember once on Amazon I ordered a box set of Murder, She Wrote, and then the next time I logged on they suggested a book called How to Have a Happier Life as a Gay Man. Do you know what? That's...
I'm surprised they didn't
quite
suggest
offended by that, to be honest.
Dorothy's ruby slippers, really. You're only one step away from that.
But like, that's the thing I don't like. I really don't like the whole...
Stereotyping?
No, I really don't like the ads. Like the fact that it just throws these ads at you. And I'll tell you the reason I don't like it, right? Because partly you get this very upsetting view of your own life.
I know. Or how they perceive it.
Yeah. And also, sometimes it's just really accurate and you want the stuff.
I know. I don't know which is worse.
Like, I remember paying €14 import duty on an avocado slicer. And I remember thinking, do you know what, Carol? This has gone too far. This has to stop now. This can't happen.
An avocado slicer?
Yeah, this thing, it just looked like a great ad on Instagram for an avocado slicer. Like it like you basically put the avocado through and it came out absolutely perfect. And I was like, that looks absolutely amazing. And for some reason I
Does
bought
it skin it and take the stone out?
Skins it, takes the stone out, it's diced. Like it's...
Is it a small person? I mean, because it's nearly impossible to do that.
Well, it was quite complex. But it was like...
How often have you used it?
I broke the first time I used it.
Oh my God!
And I had to pay like 14 quid to get it into the country.
No way.
I was essentially paying its airline ticket. I don't know where that's going. Do you know what I mean?
As in why they're suggesting avocado slicers to you?
Yeah, why are they taking all of that information and where is it going and who has it? And I'm becoming a real conspiracy theorist nut now.
Yeah, but do you not?
I realise what
you
I sound like.
You dare not to kind of hover over any particular video too long, just in case, even out of mild interest, for fear that that's all you get on your Insta or your whatever.
And apparently that's what happens.
Yeah, it is.
The longer you stay on a video,
it
get
changes
more
your
of it.
algorithm.
Oh God, because I am terrified of having like the SNAKE
Oh yes, no, I know about that.
videos. Like I'm terrified of snakes, and I can't bear even looking at them.
Oh, I know.
Right?
I sent photographs to my friend of them, and you have to send text enough to get it off her screen before she'd look at it.
Oh my God, no! It's
great
just,
fun.
It's terrible. But and I'm afraid if ever I accidentally see one on Instagram, I'm like, oh no, please! Does that mean there's going to be more?
Oh yeah. You mean like the ones where they come, like they pull off a ceiling and there's like 10 huge snakes coming out?
Yeah. No, Niamh,
they own the house.
We don't
then.
need that. We don't need that. Yeah, I'd leave. I would leave. Like if I ever found a snake, I'd leave.
It's your house now.
Yeah. Sorry, you have to burn it to the ground. I'm homeless from now on.
I understand that. I mean, to be honest, I wouldn't be overly thrilled that there was a snake in my house. I'll be honest. It's not like it's less likely because St. Patrick sorted that out.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Of course he did, Niamh. Yeah.
I have faith in
Do you
St.
know
Patrick.
what? We have the most. Do you know what upsets me about the Irish myths and legends?
Okay, come on then.
We come across as the most stupid race of people.
What do you mean?
Like St. Patrick chased all of the snakes out of Ireland.
Well, he did. There's no snakes in Ireland.
The climate, Niamh. And also there are.
No,
Like, this is the unspoken thing. They
Where
say
are
there's
they?
no snakes in
Where
Ireland,
are
but
they?
there absolutely are.
Where?
People buy them and then they let
And
them
they
out.
flush
and
them down the toilet?
Yeah, and there are
They're
snakes.
just living to get. You're not going to be able to control yourself for
I
the
know.
next 2 days
And
thinking
every
about
time
where.
every time I go for a walk up like at the Irish Town Nature Reserve, I'm just like, what's that? What's that? And when it gets summer, like,
I know. But then we have the lovely legend of Niamh Keenor. The woman who lives in Tiernanog, the one land of the ever young. That'd be me.
That's another stupid one as well.
No, it isn't.
Niamh, it is. It's like all these stories that people tell. And can you imagine telling the child now that? They're just like, no.
What do
it's
you mean?
Rubbish.
Of course they believe it.
What
way are you telling them that story?
Yeah,
I tell them with wonder and awe, and they love it.
That's true. You see,
you're going to go, for God's sake, there's a state of Niamh in Tiernanog.
when I'm telling the child the story, it's just like, so Red Riding Hood apparently, allegedly, was eaten by a wolf. Allegedly.
I would absolutely. Well, what that really is a metaphor for her uncle next door who shouldn't have been touching her.
Yeah, that's a bit dark.
No, I know. I'm just
dark.
saying, I would pay money for you to read those stories in that very tired and quite annoyed way.
Hansel and Gretel had it coming.
Oh, God, help us.
All of those stories do you know what I like about
They're
those
not
stories,
Irish,
though?
to be fair, though.
No, but is that Hans Christian Andersen?
Yeah.
Was he Hansel and Gretel? Can't remember.
Is it him or is it the Brothers Grimm?
Brothers Grimm. Now, they were dark.
They were dark.
They were very dark.
They appeal to me.
All the like pushing the witches into furnaces and stuff.
I love all that.
It's very CSI.
I know. So did you see Dick Van Dyke won his Emmy?
Go on.
Right. He's 98 years of age. It came across my feed because obviously in keeping with the old person situation that's happening in my life.
Who'll like this?
I know who'd be delighted to hear Dick Van Dyke won an Emmy, age 98. My first reaction was, Dick Van Dyke's still alive.
Yeah.
And my next reaction is, what did he win his Emmy for? So I had to go and look. And it turned out he won it for a guest appearance on Days of Our Lives. Remember Days of Our Lives?
The soap?
The American soap, yeah. He played an amnesiac. That's kind of...
Well, helpful.
Hello.
Yeah. Didn't have to learn lines.
Do you know who he beat?
Who?
Guy Pearce for Neighbours. He must be raging.
What was Guy? What was Guy Pearce nominated
Guy Pearce
for?
was nominated for his appearance in Neighbours. You know, the Amazon remake of Neighbours. You know when they
Is Guy Pearce in that?
Oh yeah, because he was originally in Neighbours. That's where he came from.
I didn't realise he was actually in the Amazon Prime version.
Oh well, apparently, yeah.
And he was nominated
for an Emmy. Things must be thin on the ground. Like Guy Pearce
What's
going back
to Guy Pearce.
I know he's amazing.
Even Jason Donovan didn't go back.
Yeah, no, he didn't. You're right. Did he not appear? Yeah, he did.
He appeared with Kylie Minogue and
yeah, but
Guy
he didn't go
Pearce
back in
the end
in the finale. Yeah, but he didn't go back in.
No,
but maybe they didn't ask him.
Wow.
His story arc was finished. Him and Kylie, you know, they were never going to have it.
It's kind of sad.
Unless they killed Kylie off, which nobody would ever do in their real mind.
Kylie will never die.
Everybody wants to know that Charlene and what was his name in the Scott. See, I knew you'd know.
Charlene and Scott, I love
they have to be alive and happy somewhere in everybody's minds.
Well, I think it's people's forever story. Like it's their happy ever after. Like, did you see Gail is leaving Coronation Street?
Oh yeah, after 30 years. I say this like I'm watching all the soaps. I haven't watched soaps in years.
30 years and 40 murder attempts.
I know. I think she's exhausted. I think she deserves a life. Are they going to kill her off, do you think? At last?
I'd say they might kill her off.
At last.
Now, here's the thing, right? This is what I don't understand. She's obviously earning good money.
Yeah.
And she's in her 70s.
Okay, and at this stage...
And she's still working.
What is she going to do? Oh, yeah, but she didn't Ken stay a long time.
Yeah, but that was stupid as well.
Well.
They should be gone.
Well, the thing that amazes me is that her hair is still as bouncy.
I know, yeah. I'd say that Coronation Street, I'd say they employ somebody.
Just,
I'd say
just
there's
for her
somebody
hair.
Absolutely exhausted. Like the most exhausted person in the makeup trailer.
Is bouncing Gail's hair.
Maybe that's why she's retiring. Maybe the makeup person that does her hair is just like, I can't do this anymore.
That's
and
enough
she's
now.
gone. They're like, there's nobody else with the skills.
I say she's browned off. She's browned off.
I just think any job for that amount of time.
Yeah, you need to be
If
getting
you're
out.
financially secure,
What the hell?
jog on.
I know. But, I mean, what's she going to do? Act in other things? Oh, well, maybe I'm a celebrity. Surely that's next.
Or Strictly. Act again. I'd sit at home and eat eclairs for the rest of my life.
I know. I'm kind of with you.
I know. Retirement, I absolutely cannot wait for retirement, which is hilarious because I have zero retirement plans.
Oh, yeah.
Dying young, that's my retirement plan.
I did the best retirement plan of all.
Go on.
Well, obviously, I'll have my state pension from the north because that's where I'm living for the last 25 years. But subsequently, because I worked for 12 years in Ireland, I will also have my state pension from the south.
Oh, Niamh.
So I'll be living the high life.
The high life double pension.
A double pension, just on state pensions. That, and obviously, my husband's 11 years older than me, so I'm hoping to have some
is
money
he
out
well
of him.
insured?
Well insured.
Good. Ideal, Niamh. We are pausing for a moment to remind you that Agony Rants is part of the Headstuff Podcast Network. If you would like to support the show, you can become a member of Headstuff Plus, and in return for that, you will get bonus content from us and bonus content from all of the shows on the Headstuff Podcast Network. Our bonus content is Vintage Rants, which is wonderful.
It is.
Yeah, it's our favourite part of the Agony Rants canon.
Without a doubt.
It's absolutely incredible. It comes out every second Thursday, and we would love you to listen. And we think if you like the show, you're going to really like that.
Oh, without a doubt.
Also, if you are a bonus subscriber, you will get ad-free. So this ad that's coming up, this really annoying ad,
You won't have it.
you won't even hear it. Niamh, we have a review.
Oh my God, I love a review.
We have a lovely review.
Right.
It's
Who is it from?
It's on iTunes UK.
Okay.
It's from somebody called JMVN.
Oh, it's JVN?
No, it's not JVN.
Ah.
It's JMVN. And it says that Agony Rants is a joy of a podcast.
Well, it is.
I just love it. The perfect mix of everything.
Oh my goodness.
Isn't that lovely?
Do we need to send him some money? Or them some money?
No.
Okay.
No, these are them just trying to be nice.
Oh, bless.
So if you would like to leave us a lovely review, we're always happy to hear it.
I know.
Feed our ego, please.
Yeah, because, it's very hungry.
And also, what sort of a monster would listen to a podcast and then not leave a gorgeous review?
I don't know.
Niamh,
We have a follow-up.
we have a follow-up.
I know.
Do you want to read the follow-up?
I'll read the follow-up.
Go on.
Dear Niamh and Garode, I love your podcast. It is a Monday staple, and I look forward to lunch at my desk with my headphones on and my favourite sandwich. It is very much a welcome reset.
Isn't that lovely?
I really want to know what the favourite sandwich is.
I would say favourite sandwich sounds gourmet. So I would say it's probably like prawn. Prawn something.
Do you think?
Yeah.
Ugh. Anyway, the story about the lawnmower really resonated with me. 5 years ago, I moved into a new house and quickly made friends with my neighbours who were renting their home.
So this was the story a few months ago about somebody who their neighbour had left their lawnmower with them, wasn't it?
Yeah, for a long time.
For a long time. And they were like, how do I just get rid of this lawnmower?
Yeah, they weren't sure what to do with it. I know. Anyway, so they had a shed and I asked if I could store some gardening stuff there. Trimmers, our daughter's paddling pool and a lawnmower. That's not just, they should have been renting part of that out, surely. During COVID, we moved to my late father's home in Roscommon for 8 months. It was bigger and needed renovation and we were both working from home. When we moved back, we realised that the couple next door had moved out and taken our stuff with them.
I'm on their side.
Which side?
I'm on their side, the people that moved out.
Yeah, me too. At first, we were embarrassed because we felt they had taken our stuff to keep it safe as we were away. But when we contacted them, they didn't reply. Well, hello. We have never heard from them again. The following summer, we asked another neighbour if we could borrow a lawnmower to cut the grass. When we did, they lent us our lawnmower. The fuckers next door had sold it to them. Obviously, we couldn't say anything, but I was really annoyed. Many lessons learned for us. Melissa. You know what? Storage for those items would have cost more than what it would have cost you to replace them.
Exactly.
Like, unless this was a ride-on lawnmower, like, lads, you know what I mean?
How big is the daughter's paddling pool?
I don't know.
Like, you're essentially a strimmer's, some gardening stuff. A strimmer's, our daughter's paddling pool, and a lawnmower.
So you didn't buy a shed, basically, is what you're saying?
Yeah, you didn't buy a shed. You were like, they have a shed. We put all of our stuff in there. And then they just went, who are these people?
No, but probably what happened was you went away. Maybe you weren't in touch with them, right? So they didn't know where you went. Maybe. And then the next thing, you know, they were moving out. So what were they going to do with it?
Well, no, they had their number.
Did they?
Yeah, she said like, yeah, but when we contacted them, they didn't reply.
Yes, but here's the thing. They moved out to Roscommon for 8 months. How in touch were you with them then, Melissa? See, I'll be honest with you, right? The thing I struggle with here is, right, if that was me, I would not be keeping it in someone else's shed for any length of time.
No, well, look, we said this at the time, and I think if we ever, you know, want to, you know, spend all our money on totes again, we should get, like, if you don't have a shed, don't buy a lawnmower.
Yeah, well, there is that, yeah. Sorry, Melissa, it's really hard to feel sorry for you here. I think, to be fair, it was a life lesson going on there. I don't know how you're getting on.
I think,
although it is hilarious that they sold it across. Did they sell it? Did they actually say they bought it off the neighbours?
I do think that she's learned a hard lesson, because I do think that sometimes they're, like, Melissa, I do understand, right, that you were like, oh,
can we just put that in there, and then the next thing you know, that's just where it lives.
Yeah,
right.
And that sometimes happens. You know, when you're just like, oh, I must do this, and then you realise,
yeah, and you don't mean any badness in it.
A long period of time has gone on.
Yeah, okay. But then you can't really go, where's my lawnmower?
Yeah, true.
You can't really. You got to accept that these things are gone now forever. They're gone. They're gone to wherever they moved to.
It's quite cheeky to sell it, but I do think it's hilarious that you sold it to your other neighbour.
And not only that, it was slightly passive aggressive. They sold it to someone right across the road that they might eventually see.
Of course they did.
Loving
of course
that situation. They will. So maybe it's better that they didn't answer you.
What has happened is, Melissa, you've learned a very harsh lesson that human beings are fundamentally bad.
They are.
Yeah, just buy a shed. Dear Niamh Garrod, I'm an avid listener to the pod, and I honestly don't know where I'd be without you on a Monday morning.
Luckily, we won't test that.
I have a problem, and I hope that you can help me, because honestly, I'm at my wit's end. I moved in with my boyfriend a year ago, and we have a nice relationship and have a good time. But as you say yourself, we have a problem. He is completely addicted to social media. Oh. He doesn't have a big following or anything, but he is constantly posting videos and long, elaborate posts.
That's probably why he doesn't have a big following.
Yeah, that is exactly why.
Long, elaborate posts.
These people that, you know, they're doing a live to 4 people, and you're like,
if you're not grabbing them in about 3 seconds, it's all over for you.
He also posts stuff about his mental health and struggles, and I live with him, and I don't see the struggle. I have to say,
oh yeah,
that is one of my, like, that's one of my pet peeves.
Oh, on social media?
I've been in situations, right? No, I'm going to talk about it. Somebody I haven't seen in a while. It's grand. So I remember somebody years ago, right, did this really long, elaborate post that was about how they haven't seen anyone in ages and their friends, you know, they were just feeling very alone and isolated, and like their anxiety was a real problem for them. And I was just like,
hold on a second.
I had coffee with you yesterday. Yesterday.
You made him, imagine making him feel like that.
And like, it was her.
Okay, you're making her feel like that.
You didn't have any, like, I said how things, you were like, grand, yeah, fine. And then you're just like, nobody understands me. Okay. You're right. People don't understand.
Yeah, well, if you do
you're
stuff
really
like that.
weird. You're really weird.
You will be living a lonely life because I'm not ringing you again.
Also, surely he should be talking to me about this stuff. Absolutely.
Without a doubt.
He posts videos of us in the supermarket or painting the bedroom, and honestly, I'm not up for it. I don't like documenting everything, but I feel like a grump when I refuse. He works in a large tech company, but I work in a secondary school, and the last thing I want is the little shits finding pictures of me and my leggings doing the garden with him. That is spoken like somebody that works in a school.
Shelley.
I really want him to be in the now with me, but I really want him to be in the now with me. He will also mindlessly scroll when sitting on the couch supposedly watching something. I need to talk about this because I hate to say it, but I can feel the ick setting in.
Oh, God.
Thanks for the laughs. Loads of love from Aberdeen. Shelley.
Shelley. A, absolutely give no permission to get videoed. I hate that. I hate that more than anything else. What's this whole thing of being included in videos? If you want to do it, go have at it yourself, but don't be including me unless I give you permission. That's bad.
Yeah,
I think that's a given in socials, isn't it? Like,
yeah, I think so. It's like, is it all right if I film this? I think is.
Especially if you secondary school, Jesus Christ!
I know.
You don't want them to think you're even human outside school, do you? Don't.
No, they definitely like. And also, if he doesn't have much of a following, if he's just doing it for his friends, then it's even weirder.
Well, what friends is he doing it for?
I know.
Yeah.
Like, I think this is something that needs to grow up a little bit. Like.
Yeah, but here's the thing, right? Now, people get a bit obsessive about social media and about being on their phone. And I know this because I'm a little bit obsessive, not about social media, as you know.
No.
But actually about being on the phone. If I get on the phone, sometimes I could be missing for hours. Yeah. And we're all a bit like that. But sometimes I find, quite a lot lately, I find that I'm sitting watching something on TV and then I'm literally scrolling. And I'm thinking I'm not invested in either of these things.
Yeah, exactly. Because the scrolling, it's like a dopamine hit.
It is,
It's like you're constantly looking for something. But it just pulls your attention from everything else. And I have to say, I am guilty of that myself. I definitely do it, like where I'm scrolling.
I would say the percentages are very high. I mean, we can all sit in our higher moral ground and know for a fact that we should have downtime from our phones and spend quality time with our partners. I mean, I've been married to my husband for 20 years and we love each other. We've sat on the same couch for quite a long time, and there is an element of, should we be scrolling? Should we be not? It's hard to.
We've had all the quality time we're going to get.
It's, how often can I look into his eyes and tell him he's lovely? You know what I mean? That's, and really.
Once a month.
It's enough.
Yeah.
It's enough. It's just topping it up.
I think.
But in saying that, you got to say that if she's feeling a bit icky about it, I think it's just overall there's something. I don't think this is just about social media. I think you're just kind of at a stage of going, do I really fancy him enough? Or more importantly, is this my life? I'm going to be sitting on a sofa and he's on his phone looking at stuff.
He sounds like he's just a bit of a narcissist. He wants attention the whole time, and I do think that like pathological need for attention.
Yeah, it's tough.
Once you see that in somebody, you're like, oh, that's hard to be around now.
Well, it's hard to nurture unless you're really wanting to do it. I have no interest in nurturing somebody through that process in their lives forever.
I would love to be in a situation where those couples on Instagram that like they do like those dances together, or they do like these sketches together. And I think if I suggested doing that at home, I think my boyfriend would be like, yeah, things have significantly changed.
I'll be honest with you.
There's been a shift here.
I need to ask you a question.
And I need to leave.
Is that really what you want to do?
No.
Okay, thank God.
No, but I do. I am fascinated by it.
No, I am fascinated by it. I think some of that is coloured by the fact that social media means something different to me now. Do you know what I mean? When I started on social media...
Yeah, it's the thing you don't do.
Yeah, I know. But years and years ago when Facebook was the big thing, like back... You remember in the olden days, Garode? Yeah. In the olden days when it all started. I loved it because I was in touch with people I hadn't seen for years. I had great conversations with people who I didn't get to see because I was gigging and I didn't see them. And then it became my job and I fucking hate it.
I think what she should do is, right, I think Shelley needs to say, right, when there needs to be like at least an hour a day. Yeah,
no, that's definitely, guidelines are really important. You have to, what I would say, you have to have a come to Jesus talk here. You have to say, if we're going to be together, there's a certain time in the day where we're not going to be doing this. Right, so let's have a phone-free time, and whatever. And the only problem when you start bringing in those conversations is then they usually have their things that are deal breakers. They have things that are deal breakers also.
Yeah, Of course.
You know, and so if they start bringing in the deal breaker situation, then we could be in trouble.
Well, I think what needs to happen is, I did this once, right? For a couple of weeks, I used to only look at social media when I was having my dinner. So what I did was I took the apps off my phone, and I had to look at it on a laptop. So when I was having my dinner, I would like open the laptop, and then I would like have a look at Twitter.
And was your partner with you during this dinner situation?
Oh yeah.
Well, now to be fair, half the time we eat our dinner on the sofa. Like,
yeah, that's what we do. Yeah,
kind of thing. Yeah.
But like, so then it was just like that was my time. Like I just wasn't on it then any other time.
Yeah.
And I have to say, like I fell out of habit because
because life gets
in the way, and
and the phone is very insistent.
It is, but it is great to just like switch that bit off.
No, it is. You feel better. You feel better when you're not doing all that sort of stuff. But the problem is, it's so easy to just sit and get back into it.
I know, you get into it so quickly.
Yeah.
I think what they should do is...
Right, what do you think should happen?
Like, date night, phones should be banned.
Absolutely.
One of my friends got a box. He got a box that they put their phones into when they sit down to watch something on television.
How lovely.
I thought that was good.
Yeah, it is good. It is good, actually.
Yeah, it's like a little...
Do you know something I'd like to do, but I'm not sure how I'm going to manufacture it?
Go on.
Is, because we use our phone for everything now, I'd like to not bring my phone to bed.
Oh.
And I'll tell you why. Because...
Get an alarm clock.
Yeah, no, there's a million ways around it. But personally, I don't know how I'm going to cope with it, right? Because I'm so in the way of it now. You bring the phone up and you play a game, or you read something, or you watch something. And for years and years and years, and my kids will tell you, I'm an owl hag because I won't let them have TVs in their rooms. And I'm still very anti-TV in a room, right? No, but I spent too long in hotel rooms, and it just got between me and my sleep. Right?
There's nothing I like more than falling asleep to an episode of either Frasier or The Golden Girls.
I know, my friend uses Vera. She hasn't seen an entire...
Vera's very dark now.
It's fabulous, but she's very calming. Her voice is very calming.
She is calming, but there's a lot of like...
I love Brenda Blethyn. She's amazing.
Decomposing bodies. And
yeah, but there's a lot of, Murder, She Wrote has, how many people get killed? How many people get killed in an episode of Murder, She Wrote? It's like Midsommar.
But they're nice murders.
They're nice.
They're like a poisoning, or or just somebody's gently throttled. Like nobody's bothered really.
That's probably
in a Murder,
true.
She Wrote.
That's
Do you know what I mean?
probably
It's just somebody fell over something. Or
to be fair, I'm not even sure that she's seen a single murder yet, unless it happens immediately at the beginning of the thing because she's asleep.
I always feel like Vera is very dramatic. Like, the start of it will be like somebody dragged into the water.
Ooh, nice.
Or, there'll be like a whispering woods, and then there'll be like a severed head, and you're like, Jesus, this is...
Have you watched an entire episode?
I have. I've watched loads of episodes.
I love them.
But they're always so... Like, I do like it when she's at the end, and she's like, do you want a 99 pet? Like I do.
And you do want one.
Yeah, you do. Yeah. And you're like, that is nice.
I want her in my life.
I would like an ice cream. But I just... There's been a lot of decomposed bodies up to now. And
it's a gruelling experience to get there.
And
it seems like a gruelling experience for a 99 that you're not going to actually have.
I know. And also it's a 2-hour murder mystery. I think it's a lot invested. And it moves so slowly.
I know, I love it.
That sometimes...
It's an age thing.
You get halfway through and you're like, who's he? And you're like, well, he hasn't been in it in 50 minutes.
So you're my husband then.
I know, yeah.
I have to spend my whole time pausing it to go, right, apart from showing him an odd, video, but also then I have to explain to him what's actually happening. And we've had to watch the TV with subtitles for years now.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So much so, I'm nearly so used to it now.
My boyfriend went to his aunt's house.
What happened?
And the way there's that thing, it's like, there's subtitles, but there's also the other thing, which is like audio captioning.
Oh, audio description.
Audio description.
Audio description.
They were watching an episode of EastEnders, and the captions were coming up as to what people were saying. He was like, why? Well, they must need the subtitles. That's weird.
Yeah.
And then somebody went, Sharon closed the door. And he was like, what is this? And they were like, oh, it's this new telly we bought. It tells you everything. And he was like, no.
You can turn that on.
That's a setting. And they were like, what do you mean it's a setting? And they were like, he was like, how long have you had that on? And he said 2 years.
Oh my God.
Like everything they've watched.
Have you ever? I love watching. Sometimes I like watching subtitles, right? Because it kills comedy. I'm not going to lie. I have to turn it off for comedy. I always say to Paul, "You're just going to have to deal with it." But because it puts the caption, the punchline up before the person says it. But when you're watching something, I don't mind. It's a processing thing for him after a stroke. But the funny part of it is we watch it, and then sometimes you think he didn't say that, right? So sometimes they mishear the people who do the subtitles, and then that really annoys me.
Yeah.
Do you know what I think, Shelley? I think you're just kind of getting to the stage of going, is this going to be my life? And so if it's not your life isn't the way you like it, then you have to have a little chat. That's it.
Yeah, I think so. But I definitely think that you need to speak up.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's not on.
And nobody is a grump because you don't want to do something on a video.
Yeah, if somebody puts a camera in your face, you're like,
hello,
you're grand.
Not my life choice, thank you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, and just remember, everyone's replaceable. They are.
Thanks, Crode.
Niamh, we have another problem.
Well, we certainly do. Dear Niamh and Garode, I'm a fan ×2, loving your work and never miss you.
Aww.
Oh, that's so nice. I think I've made a monumental feck up and I don't know how to get out of it. Myself and my boyfriend have been together 3 years and we are both mid-30s and want to buy a place together. We have been struggling to work it out financially. At Christmas, I was in his for a couple of days and we got to talking about it and his parents suggested that we move in with them to get the last bit of the deposit together. Well, that's very nice of them. I wonder, do they actually mean it? We assumed this would be for 8 months of a year. I agreed to it, but I had reservations. My partner has quite an antagonistic relationship with his parents and sometimes the bickering can be a lot. Also, very never been certain that his father is 100% on board with the gay thing. Oh, right, okay. So in other words, what he's saying is the dynamic between them is a little bit over the top, but his dad, they're not sure whether his dad is on board because they're gay.
So also, I've never been certain, maybe.
Maybe that's what that is.
Anthony, read things back.
To be fair, if we read it and edited it beforehand, we probably would do better.
Yeah, that would help.
We moved in 6 weeks ago, and honestly, it has been a nightmare from day one. His mother gets into these moods and randomly stops talking to us. This has happened twice in that time. My fella then ends up bickering with her. Also, I feel really self-conscious when his dad is around. If there's any contact between us. Contact? What kind of contact? Or even if we are sitting on the couch together. And let's say this is also
maybe if they're like holding hands or something.
Oh, between the couple. I thought he meant between him and the father.
Oh.
But not. No. He's probably right. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I see that. And let's say this is also affecting things in the bedroom for me.
Uh-oh.
I also should clarify that my fella is amazing and I just think that when he goes home, he becomes a teenager again. I'm so annoyed at myself because on one level I knew this would happen. What the hell am I going to do? Because I'm going to be here until at least February and they are allowing us to be here rent-free and we do want to get our own place. I'm actually really tearful writing this letter. Thanks for the laughs. Please know they will be needed. Anthony.
Oh, Anthony.
So many things.
That's so sad.
Yeah.
Like, we did have a letter like this before from, I think it was from a straight couple.
That's right.
But this is the same, but with the added layer of that you're kind of feeling a bit iffy about his father. And
you're not sure how things are. Yeah.
And that's making this very hard. Like, I would say same advice that we gave the last time, which is you have to weigh things up. How much do you want this house? Like, do you want to go mad?
Yeah. You're already quite emotional. I don't know. It's a long way to go.
It is a long way to go.
Just to free up a bit of money.
Is there any way you can, like, maybe take that once a month you go on a weekend to your parents' house?
Yeah, I was going to say it's hardly the answer to go and spend money staying somewhere else.
Yeah, I mean, and it could, like, because I was thinking, okay, well then once a month you need to have like a weekend away. But
let's be honest, living rent free for that length of time is a long time. But I will say this, right, Anthony, and you may or may not be aware of this, right? But for the parents, this is going to be difficult too, and they probably didn't foresee this. Anybody living in your space changes your energy.
Yeah.
Anybody. for any, you have a guest for a couple of days, it's lovely, but after a while it's like, are you going home yet?
I think what you need to do is, yeah, exactly.
And I don't mean that bad, and you could love them to death, but it just, you have a rhythm with people that you live with all the time. And it doesn't matter, even if you live on your own, you have that rhythm. That's it. It's very hard to allow for new things to come in. And now you have the added layer of a couple in. And to be fair, it's probably need for a conversation, about how you're feeling. The first person you need to be talking to is your boyfriend, because if he's misbehaving and bickering with his parents, he's just fallen into old habits probably because he's lived there his whole life. Would you not think?
Yeah, I think he does need to man up. Like, he's now bringing his partner home.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
like, he needs to be the buffer for you. Because this is, like, Anthony, this is not your house. These aren't your people. And he does need to go, hey, mum and dad, I know it's your home, but we do actually have a visitor. So if you're going to be in a strop,
let's sort that out.
Yeah, can you sort it out among yourselves?
But
please?
The chances are, that it's very hard not to fall into who you are with your man and dad.
I know, it's very difficult, but...
even if you bring a partner home.
But if you're bringing a partner home who's going to stay there for a significant amount of time, you do have to run interference a little bit.
Oh, no, not only interference, you have to set some ground rules, all four of you. All four of you. But the reality is it's easier for him to take that conversation than you, because you are the visitor, you might say. He's lived there his whole life. The other thing is, I'll be honest with you, I don't think I have ever had sex at my mother's house. And I had kids and all. But
I have, yeah. I'd say I have, yeah. I'd be surprised if I didn't.
Yeah. To be fair, I didn't stay that long there.
I would say...
I had sex in the other people's houses, but naturally. But I didn't, I've never, it's kind of weird.
Well, it's not fair. It doesn't put you in a very sexy humour.
No, it doesn't. Hello.
I
know. Can they hear us?
Yeah, no.
I know.
No. I think what needs to happen, right, is you need to contact all your friends, particularly all of your home-owning friends.
Yes.
Or people that...
And go visit for a while. Have reasons to be elsewhere for a bit.
And just say, listen...
Give yourself holidays.
This is the situation. This is what's going on. You need... Can we come stay? We'll do the same for you. You can come stay with us anytime once we get our house. But can we...
Come for a week or two.
Or not even a week or two, but just a weekend every here and there, every few weeks, just to get out of there, so you're not, and you always have something in the calendar to look forward to.
Yeah, but would you not say that when you get to the end, then you have to go back in? Sometimes that's really hard.
No, I think because it's not about having. Yeah, going back is always going to be hard, but it's having something else to look forward to.
Yeah.
It's knowing that I'm not here for 8 months, I'm here for 2 weeks, and then I'm away for 2 nights.
It's pretty difficult. I know, Anthony, and you feel like nothing belongs to you. No place you stay, no place you sit. I mean, your partner probably is so used to being there, he's probably annoyed he's even home, to be honest with you. But the thing is, he's there with his parents, sitting on a sofa he's probably sat on. Do you know what I mean? It's like, it's a little bit like that. So he's kind of settling back into the rhythm, which probably is slightly dysfunctional, because that's the way it is with parents and children.
Well, I think as well what you could do is, he doesn't have to always be with you.
No.
Like, so your friends, you can go, on a Thursday, I'm going to go stay with my friend, or I'm going to, so maybe every month you've got some place that you can go together, like a weekend with some friend or some relative even. And then also that you've got a night here and there, like, if you're going over to a friend's for dinner or something, that maybe you stay over. Just that you're getting time away, because this is
what else you could do?
Like,
you could join the Territorial Army. Sure, that'd be good, wouldn't it? Because then you could go, they bring you away for weekends and all, don't they? No. Some sort of thing like that.
Gay men don't join the Territorial Army, Niamh.
Well, why not? Play it soldiers.
No, Now you mention it.
I'm looking at options that take them away, or find an activity. That was only a suggestion. You could have an activity that would involve you going away somewhere, doing things.
But I think that you can, like, what you need is something that's relaxing, because, like, no matter how...
You don't think the Territorial Army would be relaxing?
But, like, no matter how relaxed you're going to be, you're not going to be relaxed.
No, I know.
Like, so what you need is places that you can go and flop.
Yeah, no, definitely. Because actually, to be honest with you, there's nothing worse than being in that level of tension all the time. Because then it adds more tension, even if it wasn't there to begin with. And half the time, it might be as simple as they don't know why they're feeling a bit weird themselves. The truth is, because everybody's just feeling slightly off kilter. And maybe his dad doesn't know how to be around a gay couple. And no offence, but there's quite a lot of that generation who don't.
Yeah.
It's not that they disapprove, they just don't know how to be about it. Because they don't come across it as often as they'd like.
I also think as well that is on, like, I think that's, you need to take your steer from, they need to take their steer from you.
Yeah.
Which is in a sense that if you are somebody that is self-conscious around them, well then they're
going to feel a little bit.
Yeah, then you're going to feel self-conscious, they're going to feel self-conscious.
So in a weird way, you could probably change that by
you want to do.
Just be relaxed.
Yeah.
But it's hard though. If you're in somebody else's house, you don't know what their rhythm is. And the other thing that Anthony's going to be feeling is displaced because he'll feel like he won't own anything.
I know.
So you maybe needed to, is it one of these houses that has like a front room and a back
room?
I
mean, like I do think I
maybe can you create a space that is you and your partner's space to go and watch a bit of TV or whatever.
And I definitely think as well, even if you have this is a situation where you should have a TV in the bedroom.
Or have conversations about how you can split chores. Maybe get involved in the house while you're running there, so that you feel less like you're just renting a room, and you're not even renting a room. But you know what I mean. And because they're not paying anything rent-wise in, which is a great thing. And to be fair, as a mother, I'd love to do that for my kids. And my son, if he was listening to this now, would be raging because I make him pay rent. But that's different. He's not saving up for anywhere. But the point is, I think it's a great opportunity to kind of get a few bob together. So you maybe need to flip it a little bit in your head and see what a great gift they're actually giving you. I mean, they are really giving you a great gift because it will cost them to have you there.
Yeah, exactly. That is a great thing, and you have to keep that in your head. Mm-hmm. But I do think you say that your partner has an antagonistic relationship with his parents, and with that,
he needs to man up.
He needs to cop on now, because all he's doing is making things more difficult for you.
That's definitely about him and his parents. So you need to say to him, listen, we're going to be here for the next few months. If you want me staying here, this is what's going to happen.
You need to swallow it.
You need to grow up and learn how to be with your mother and father.
Exactly.
And then probably what's going to happen at the end is they're going to want to adopt you, and
Yeah, Anthony, you're going to be the favourite child. That's going to happen.
These are going to be your in-laws, technically, maybe not in certificate wise, but if you're going to live together, this is a long haul situation. These people are going to be in your life.
Yeah.
So I think there needs to be a conversation first, starting with your partner big time, and then maybe look at it from a more positive point of view and see the good side of what's happening and find your space in it. I know it's hard, but it's only a set time. It really is.
We hope that helps.
Yeah, we do.
I really do. I do. I really do. I don't see why we wouldn't. I think Anthony and Shelley's life are both going to be significantly better.
Well, I hope so. And more importantly, just let us know.
Yeah. But send us a follow-up and let us know how you get on. But seriously, Anthony, have a chat with him.
Yeah, definitely, because I understand why you're feeling that way.
It's always lovely to talk to you.
Always.
It's always lovely to talk to you, the listener. We'll be back next week with another fabulous episode here to Solve Problems Clean Lives. If you would like to subscribe to Head Stuff Plus, we would love it if you would become a member. Vintage Rants will be out either next Thursday. Yeah. One of the Thursdays, either side of this episode.
It's a Thursday thing.
And we will chat to you next week.
Bye.
Bye.
This show is part of the Head Stuff Podcast Network, a hub for the creative and the curious. Shows are produced in association with Head Stuff and the Podcast Studios Dublin. Find out more or become a member at headstuffpodcasts.com.